I just got back from a short trip to Michigan and Chicago, and I wanted to share with you the electronics I brought on this trip and hopefully give you some ideas for minimizing your travel gear. This trip was late November, early December, combination of staying with family driving cars, also taking a train, public transportation, and staying in hotels in Chicago. The tech pouch I used for my electronics is the Air Slim Pouch 2 in X-Pack fabric. This is a small, simple, durable, well-designed pouch with enough but not too many pockets for smaller electronics. So jumping right into the gear, I brought my laptop on this trip, so I decided to go with a higher powered wall USB charger. This is a 100-watt Minix charger, strong enough for a laptop, so I don't also need to bring my laptop charger. Has multiple plugs, so I can charge my phone and battery at the same time, or I could plug my laptop into this and use that as a port to charge from there. This charger has a built-in US plug. It comes with the Euro and UK adapters. However, obviously I didn't need those because I was inside the US on this entire trip. For the cord, I only brought the one. It's magnetic, a little bit longer, 6 feet, so I can plug it into the wall and use it to power my laptop. I really like this style of cord for traveling because this thing just coils up. The entire cord is magnetic and it's going to stick to itself. Really easy to coil, stays together in a nice little package, and doesn't get tangled up. The only downside to this design is because you have to keep it in kind of a tight little package. You can't bend it quite as much as some of these more flexible ones. These type of cords have the advantage that you can kind of squish them down and stick them into small pockets of your tech pouch, whereas this one, you kind of have to keep it in this larger coil shape. However, it is fairly easy to just coil this into the same size as the charger that you're bringing, stick this on the inside, keeps in a nice little package, and really doesn't take up any extra room. For my battery backup, I've really been liking this Anker Nano Portable. It's a little bulkier than some of those really slim battery packs from Nitecore, but it has some features that I really like. My favorite probably being the built-in USB-C cord with multi-directional power, meaning you can use this to plug into your device to power an external device, or plug this into your wall charger to power the battery. I think this is a good strategy to help me keep my electronics more minimal. Even though my cord is a little bit bulky, I have it rolled up on the outside of my charger, and because the battery pack has a built-in cord, I only need to bring the one. This charger has 2 additional ports for charging multiple devices at the same time, and some really nice features here on the front. Battery charge, it'll tell you how many devices you have plugged in and what the power, the wattage is going to each one, as well as some other metrics like battery health and battery temperature. These 2 items are going to take up the bulk of my non-camera travel electronics, but you can see I still have plenty of room in here for some other smaller gear. My sound system consists of 2 parts, Google Pixel Pro noise canceling earbuds, as well as the AirFly Pro that I mostly use for connecting to TVs to watch movies on the plane. This model here is able to connect to 2 devices at the same time, so you only need to carry one of these for 2 people, assuming you're both watching the same thing. I have 3 extremely tiny devices here that I take on pretty much every trip now because they're extremely useful for what I'm using them for, and they take up almost no space. This is just a tiny little USB-C to A adapter. All my devices are USB-C, so I have to take this one if I need to plug into somewhere that only has USB-A. An Anker SD card reader, it has a micro and a regular USB-C for transferring photos from a camera onto your laptop. And finally, this little tiny thing as a photo backup, mostly SanDisk Extreme Fit. This is a 1 terabyte hard drive, about the same size as my Bluetooth mouse connector. Last 2 things for lighting. I didn't use it on this trip, but I always carry a small flashlight. This is the slightly larger O-Light clip light. Carry in your hand, clip to your pack if you're going to be walking at night. This is just a small gadget I'm testing, a small flashlight. Also has a little clip if you want to clip it onto your clothes or backpack. This thing has 3 modes. I mostly got it because it has this very low light option. Lasts about 24 hours, so about 3 nights. I wanted to test it out as a night light in a hotel or something, so you can walk around at night and go to the bathroom without having to turn on the overhead light. Finally, little sound machine. I know anyone that's watched my videos has seen this before. Just a small electronic dedicated sound machine that I can keep next to my bed when I'm in a hotel. That's just all my regular kind of basic core tech pouch gear, which is pretty easily going to fit in this little pouch. A little bit of room to spare on top. I did bring a couple of pieces of camera gear. I maybe could have jammed them in here if I really tried or used a larger pouch, but I wanted to have plenty of room for these, so I did put my camera gear in a separate pouch. One little thing I've been testing as a mini tripod for this DJI Pocket 3 is this little spring tripod by Ulanzi. The regular tripod that it comes with, this is the battery, so it's a little bit longer. It can also kind of double as a selfie stick, but the tripod is quite a bit larger. Combine those together, it kind of makes up a much larger package than what I have here. So basically, if you just want to use this as a tripod and not as a selfie stick, you don't need an extra handle. This little tiny thing down here basically replaces this entire setup. Just a small little clip thing here on the bottom and a small spring-mounted tripod. Let me show you what that looks like a little closer up. Just has these 3 tiny little feet on springs. It'll stand up when it's on its own, but when you have the weight of the camera on there, it's going to push it down and act as a little mini tripod. My initial assessment of this is that it does work. It works quite well. It's extremely small. However, really shines when you're using it indoors on flat surfaces because it's going to be a little bit more unstable than this kind of full-size regular tripod. A lot more stable. It's going to do much better on uneven surfaces or if you're outside with a little bit of wind. So that's everything I brought with me on this trip. Hopefully you found this useful and found some ideas on minimalist electronics that you can use to help reduce the size of your gear. Also, again, please let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. And again, thanks for watching.